welcome along to day one of the World League Finals 2013. The first match of the day is England versus Korea. It's a Pool A match. The other teams in Pool A, Netherlands, England, Germany and Korea. We've got the top 8 teams in the world playing off here in the inaugural tournament. So who is going to take that trophy in just over 10 days' time? So Korea coming out on the left of your screen in the all-red strip. England away to the right-hand side in their white shirts. And it is baking hot out there. It's just gone 9 o'clock in the morning here in Argentina. Around midday if you're watching back home in the UK. And it's already up to about 25 degrees out there as the teams line up for the national anthems.
England and Korea. A continuación, invitamos a todos los presentes a que se pongan de pie porque se entonarán el himno nacional de Inglaterra. A continuación, se entonarán las estrofas del himno nacional de Corea.
There we go then, the national anthem's done and dusted. The first game of the tournament on the way. England versus Korea. England ranked 4th in the world. Korea just a little further back down the rankings in 8th. There's a look at the England lineup. In the squad in all, they've got 9 members of the bronze medal winning side that GB sent to London in London 2012. And look out in particular for the likes of Kate Richardson-Walsh and Helen Richardson-Walsh, 8 and 11. They'll be key. Man at the helm, Jason Lee, guiding the side through. And their opponents today then, Korea, who are 3 times Asia Cup winners. There's how they line up. Also silver medalists at the 2013 Asia Cup, which Japan went on to win. They're coached by Jin Soo-han. And as we touched on, baking hot out there for the players and the umpires. And Amy Hassick of the USA propping up one end. Jeffrey's got up super early in Massachusetts, her husband, to watch this game. So hello to Jeffrey. And Mariana Rado of Argentina on home turf, umpiring the other end. So England line up to the left, playing from left to right, and Korea in the all-red kit away to our right-hand side. First game of the tournament, let's get it on. Korea with the pushback, and keep an eye out for Mi-hyun Park, number 10 over there on the right-hand flank at the moment. She'll be causing all sorts of trouble for England, who are back in their defensive 23 meters now. Kwek on the ball and under pressure here from Korea early on. Win the free hit. Should be an exciting tournament, and alongside me for the duration, Nikki Simmons of Ireland. Hello Nikki, welcome on board.
Hey, how are you?
Not too bad.
Good.
Good to have your company.
Thank you for having me.
Absolute pleasure, and Nikki's been there, done it, over 200 caps for Ireland. In fact, you're the most capped Irish athlete ever, I was reading last night. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's funny to be on the other side now. I wouldn't fancy playing in that heat, to be honest, even at 9 in the morning.
And it's not going to be getting any cooler throughout the tournament as well as it, and throughout the days. It's going to be getting hotter and hotter. Temperatures getting up to about 35 degrees, 40 degrees estimated. And we'll take a break about halfway during the day. 2 games in the morning period and then 2 games in the evening. All of England's pool games are going to be taking place around this sort of time.
Yeah, I think they're quite lucky that they're in the morning, but yeah, there's going to be a lot of changes and substitutions, I'm sure, and we'll see that happening pretty soon.
Pitch has been well watered as well. Brand new purpose-built pitch here in Tuckerman. As England get a free hit just outside the D. We'll come back to the dotted line where Danson has the ball, looks to get it started, but 2 balls on the pitch. Kwek now with the ball in onto the flat stick of Hahn.
Korea have started very brightly there. They seem to be pressing, and you know, there seems to be few around the ball every time the England player has a ball, so it's going to be tough for England.
England persistently coming down this right-hand channel early on in these early exchanges inside the first couple of minutes. Hopefully you've managed to get the computer loaded up and watching during your lunch break back home in the UK. Some Walsh at the back. Not the best ball from her, intercepted, and Kim brings it forward. A good tackle though in the midfield from Helen Richardson-Walsh. On the foot there of McLeod, it'll be a free hit.
It's a bit of a shaky start from both sides. They're, you know, passing the ball to each other rather than to their own team, so hopefully that will change.
Oh, that's a great ball through. A chance here, straight on target. Great save from Hinch. One-on-one to deny Park. Wonderful save, and that through ball, and worrying all the way from the halfway, straight down the middle, split the England defence in half, and gave Korea the best shooting chance of the half so far.
Absolutely, but England were lucky they have Maddie Hinch there in the goal to save the day.
Yeah, Hinch of Holcombe Hockey Club. And that'll drift off for a 16. Korea proving that they are a dangerous side, despite being ranked 8th, the lowest ranked side here in the tournament. Netherlands currently ranked #1 in the world. Here's Danson. Had a tight angle on the shot and sprays it wide. Disappointed not to get that one on target.
It was very good by Danson there. She stole the ball from the Korean defender and just unlucky with her shot. She'd be disappointed with that.
Will just take a while for these 2 sides to settle down, I think. Danson brings it down, can play the ball above shoulder height here. Glad they brought that rule back as well. This is Kim, lays the ball off to Cheon. Helen Richardson-Walsh is back and recovers possession to Danson. Aerial ball forward. Gilbert not able to bring it down. Bray goes diving in and gets skinned. Good patience from Korea to bring it out from the back there. All the way down that left channel.
Very good by Korea there. I think England were diving in a little bit and they need to learn from that they need to be a bit more patient themselves. But Korea, very good coming out there, very patient.
As far as the tournament as a whole goes, we've got 8 teams, as I said, in the tournament, split into 2 pools. In England's pool, the Netherlands, who we just mentioned, ranked #1 in the world at the moment. England themselves, Germany and Korea, so a tough pool. And in the other pool, the hosts, Argentina, New Zealand, Australia and China. Fast flowing down that right channel from Korea again. They've earned a free hit, just trickled over the back line, so taken from the side. Chance for England to counter-attack now. Here's Danson again. Ball just gets stuck under her foot, but she's fouled there, wins the free hit. Wants to get it going. Keen to get it going quickly there, wasn't she?
Bit too keen, but yeah, I mean, admire that, especially in this heat. And it seems to be both teams are sprightly and trying their best, but it's a little bit scrappy at the moment.
Yeah, I'm all for that, the quick restart. Just let's crack on, get on with it. Three England shirts around the ball, but a good defensive tackle from Sini Cha. A blast on the whistle there from Hasek, who gets out her first card. It's a green card. It was Owsley that got shown the green card.
It was a bit of a clumsy tackle there from her. She'd be disappointed with that. I'm sure the coach, Jason Lee, will be too. But it's good, I suppose, to see the umpires stamping their authority straight away. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think the game's there designed to be played hard. Good aggressive tackle inside the first 5, 6, 7 minutes.
That's a little bit clumsy, though.
Yeah. Not denying that. One-on-one again at the back. This time it's Cheon who makes room for herself, but backs into the defender.
Sally Walton did well to stay close to her, deny her from getting the ball there, which is good. Nice to see some tough defending.
Townsend now drives through two players. Overlapping run from Bray, looking for the 1-2. Couldn't get it back through. Hahn this time cuts in field, wins the free hit, another cross-field ball. This time again finds Cheon, one of the danger players in the Korean side. Has over 120 caps now for Korea. Strong flat stick tackle. Ball comes in eventually, and Danson all the way back in a defensive 23.
As always, Danson working very hard.
Ball in towards Hinch again. Steps forward and pumps it away with the right foot. No score as yet. England 0, Korea 0. If you're just tuning in, first game of the tournament, first game of the World League Finals. In San Miguel de Tucumán in Argentina. It's baking hot, but the hockey's underway. No score as yet, though. Danson comes off for a breather. What have you noted tactically out there, Nikki, so far from the way both teams have started and lined up?
Well, England's obviously, which you can look now, seem to be playing 3 at the back, with 2 in midfield and centre midfield. So they're trying to spread Korea, I think, a little bit, working it down the side, which seems to be the way they're attacking down the sidelines.
And that's exactly what Korea would want, though, defensively, isn't it? To push England wide rather than coming down through the heart of the pitch.
Yeah, true, but I think naturally England do this, and it seems to work well for them. Number 4 in the world, so I guess they're going to keep going with that.
And as far as Korea have gone, good strong start, got that early shot on target from Mi Hyun Park.
Yes, Korea started very brightly. A lot of pressure on the ball. Every time an England player had the ball, they had 2 or 3 around her, so made it difficult.
The teams from that part of the world do seem to counter-attack very well. They're very fast and can prove, yeah, a real handful.
Yeah, they've been more a half-court team.
That ball comes in from McLeod. Lifted and onto the foot of Townsend. So our first penalty corner of the game, our first penalty corner of the tournament. Townsend wearing that one, but she won't mind. England have a penalty corner.
She definitely won't mind if they score anyway. So hopefully England will put a chance on goal here. And
well, Gilbert heads off to the injection spot. Walton at the head of the D to stop it.
Okay, thank you.
Kate Richardson-Walsh at the head of the D as one option, alongside her Twig as well.
Okay, hold on. Everything behind, yeah? Everything, yeah? Thank you.
Here the umpire there. Hasek just getting the defenders behind the line. The ball comes in. Straight flick from Walsh. And gloved away. Sideline ball. Didn't really trouble the keeper too much. Comfortable height.
yeah, I'm sure Kate will be disappointed with that effort, but it looks like the pitch is pretty slow, so it's going to be difficult to. So they might have to look at different options, because I think the #1 runner will be out very quickly, with the ball going slowly. So yeah, we may see some options from the different teams here.
We're watching a variety of ways the teams have been injecting the ball here. Just yesterday, as the teams were warming up, some teams choosing to slap it in, some taking a step into the drag to drag it out to the head of the D, but England just setting up with a straightforward drag from the injection spot. I think there's going to be another card here. Ansley this time, showing the card. Trot off for some time in the sin bin. Korea have the free hit then inside the attacking 23-meter zone. Ball, who's just come straight on, is straight into the mix. Wins the ball back. There is a look at the naughty step. Giselle Ansley, number 18 for England, and plays club hockey at Surbiton. Just 2 minutes in the sin bin for her.
You don't want to be getting too many cards though in this heat as well. We've already said there's going to be a lot of substitutions, and the last thing you want to be is 1 or 2 players down at the same time. So hopefully they won't get any more cards.
Here's another look at that penalty corner. Ball comes in. There's the flick from Richardson-Walsh. Comfortable height for the keeper, parried away by the left glove of Lee in the Korean goal. And here come Korea now on the counter-attack. This time it's Kim onto the reverse stick. Misses the cross. Does somehow manage to win a long corner though. She did all the hard work of getting into the D there. Couldn't get the shot off. .22 minutes remaining then in the first half. England 0, Korea 0. England with just the 1 penalty corner that was saved by Lee. Maddie Hinch getting in a good early save as well to deny Park. Last time the two teams met was in 2011 in Amstelveen in the Netherlands. That game finished deadlocked as well, 2-2. And they haven't played a full international since then. There's a slow motion replay of Ashley Ball getting muscled off the ball by Park. Goes to ground. Here is Ball now to Danson. Self-pass to get it going. White now. Came off her stick last, so it'll be Korean ball. Little touch again there from White, so Korea keep possession. How different is it then from this bird's eye view that we have here in the commentary box to being down there and actually playing it, Nikki?
Yeah, it's very different, and I'm sure, like watching, it's easy to say what they should be doing and what, you know, I mean, and when you're in the game, it's very different. So I'm not going to criticize too much.
Well, no, that's what you're here though for. I mean, as far as England goes, what could they be doing better?
I think they're doing okay actually. It's just that Korea are kind of a funny press. It's called a 3/4 press. So they're letting England almost have the ball, and they're making mistakes then, which is I think what the intention is, and England are kind of falling into the trap. So maybe they need to change up the way they're playing or the positioning of the defenders. I'm not sure what they will do to counter-attack it, but we'll see.
We'll see indeed. 20 minutes remaining in the first half. This is Chion, plays the ball back, and England quite happy to sit back as well and allow Korea to come forward. They get as far as the halfway line now. Inject a little bit of extra pace here around the back and a chance to get it in and into the danger area. Must score from within that D if you're new to hockey. Ball's inside the D now. It's played high, and England concede their first corner of the game. Just sensed a bit of danger there, Korea, when they counter-attacked.
Repeat.
So our first opportunity to have a look at the
Ariana,
Korean lineup at the head of the D here. Another chance for them to get a shot off on goal. Maddie Hinch in goal for England today. Kiju Park ready to inject. Looks like this could be coming Kim's way, the captain. Kim steps up, low flick, looking for a deflection, open goal, and it's 1-0. Played back across the face of D. Nothing Hinch can do about it, and Korea take the lead. It's Korea 1, England 0. A well-worked penalty corner. Jong Yun Kim, the captain, put it to the right post, deflected across the right, all the way across the face of D, and tapped in by the injector. Have a look at this from this angle. Ball goes wide, and an easy reverse stick tap in there for Kiju Park. First goal of the tournament for her, and it's 1-0 to Korea.
That's very good skill there. The Korean corner, like dedication, wanting to score, and diving on the ground is what you need in at this high level.
England straight back down the other end, goes across the baseline for a 16-yard hit. I've got to say, in the first half so far, Korea have looked the stronger of the two sides as far as taking chances go, and the counter-attacks that we saw and shots on goal.
Yeah, it seems to be working better for them at the moment. Hopefully England will be able to change that.
Again, more space at the back and some sloppy defending. Good recovery tackle, though, from Ansley. Just let her player get away from her initially.
Yeah, there seems to be gaps opening up in the England defence, which is worrying for them.
It's those long balls. Those long balls at the moment seem to be finding their way through to the high players.
Yeah, they do, and I presume it's the running of the Koreans. The forwards are running very well, which makes it more difficult.
A reminder too for England that they're in a dogfight here. This is just the pool stage, and they've got some tougher opposition in the form of the Netherlands and Germany to come in the week.
If you can see now, Korea are holding back at around 3/4, looking for England to make mistakes, which they just have there. So it's an interesting way. I think Korea always play like that, either that or half court, to try and counter-attack, like you were saying. They're a very quick side, so it seems to be working for them today.
Yeah, Sam Kwek with the mistake there, just the mistrap that gives Korea back possession. Aerial ball comes down the right flank, completely unmarked. And England really have to get on their men here a bit. Oh, second goes in, and it came in. Hey, Park adds a second for Korea. Korea 2, England 0. Well, a shocking start for England in this tournament. The perfect start for Korea. They lead by 2-0. Second goal added there by Seung-A Park. The aerial ball led to this.
It almost came from the mistake back further by England, and then came all the way around back up the other side.
Such a cheeky little touch there from Park as well to add the second.
England have come down the other end and got themselves a corner.
Well, English fans back home will be hoping they can convert this. Korea opted not to go with a straight strike on their first penalty corner. England have seen their first effort by Kate Richardson-Walsh saved. She lines up again at the head of the D. Queck alongside her. It'll be Richardson-Walsh again, low and back to the injector this time. Twigg was claiming a foot inside the D. Unsworth now with the ball that's deflected away from the D area. Cho. Self-pass to get it going on the sideline. Yunji Cho to O. Little bobbly ball forward for Park. Picked up by Cho again, but England winning the free hit. Quick retake by Townsend. Not the best starts for England. 2-0 doesn't look good on the scoreboard. 13 minutes left to play in the first half. Still a long way to go. Ball over the head of Seol Ki-cheon. We can have another look at that challenge there. Townsend getting right into the mix and conceding.
It's always good to do a bit of that, to let them know you're there. They're not going to get it easy. They may be winning 2-0, but it's going to be a fight.
Interception again. Chon plays the ball back to Han. Good cover work from Twigg, but giving away possession again rather cheaply. Some off-the-ball contact there. Two players going down. McLeod for England. So physical out there, isn't it? That's off the ball. That's
yeah,
Leah McLeod going toe-to-toe. Just seem to collide into each other outside the 23-metre zone. Free hit then for Korea. Char over the ball. They're looking to go straight into the D there. Can hit the ball straight into the D from outside that 23-metre line.
No, nothing.
Twigg again just opting to go herself. England running the ball a lot rather than passing it around.
Running it, or they're hitting it too long. I think they need to maybe use their midfield and get going in there. They haven't really used their midfield much looking at it here, so maybe they need to pop it in there, change it up a little bit. The long ball isn't working at all.
Yeah, just take it back to basics, keep it short, get those 5-10-yard passes going. Ball tries to throw one of those through. Owsley this time tackled and dispossessed. Great skills from Han to bring that one away safely. All the way through the middle again, and great strength this time from Park to win the free hit. They just look a little bit sharper, Korea, at the moment.
Just going to say the same thing. They just got a little bit sharper, and it's costing England.
There's a slow-mo of the England defence scrambling to get back. Susanna Townsend and Susie Gilbert. Afraid it's not good news if you're tuning in back home or watching on the computers back in the office in the UK. England trail by 2-0. Ki-ju Park put Korea ahead before Seung-A Park added a second goal. First goal coming from a penalty corner, and the second an open play goal. England have had 2 penalty corners of their own, both saved. Danson now down the left-hand flank. Can she inject something? Looks to go reverse thick. Ball just jabbed away from her, so free hit. Good skills into the D, gets the shot off. Good individual skill that from Susie Gilbert.
Yeah, very good. It's just a pity she couldn't get the shot off, and there was players diving in, which again is great to see. England always have this, and all the times I've played them as well, they'll always have diving players, which is very difficult to defend.
As a team to play against, how is it when you line up against a side like England?
Well, especially coming from Ireland, it's always going to be a big game for us. But yeah, we always know they're going to be physical, they're going to be tough, so we would always try and match that. And then, yeah, I just try our best to work out what they're doing and press them a little bit. Yeah, it's always a tough game against them. Enjoy playing it.
We were chatting last night just about the physical condition of the players here, and the Australians and the English definitely look a lot physically fitter than some of the other teams here in Argentina.
Yeah, to me, England and Australia are definitely the fittest here. In looks anyway, they look at. We'll see in the game how the games go, but I think they work very hard on it. I was talking to a couple of them. You know, they spend a lot of time in the gym, so it's, I mean, no doubt they're really fit. So hopefully that will work for them.
Yeah, you tried to drag me down to the gym yesterday, not having any of it. Absolutely not. England just taking their time here to try and form some sort of decent attack. First ball comes in from Ball to Danson, gets the turn inside the D. There's a chance. There's one back. Nick White gets the final touch. England have a goal back. England 1, Korea 2. It was Ball down the left-hand flank initially. Found that ball through to Danson, who got the shot across. But the Koreans here, are they going to have a video referral? They think that's coming off a foot, and well, yeah, the umpire, Amy Hassick here, has seen something, and I think has conferred with the other umpire, Mariana Rado, so the goal will not stand in off a foot, and Nick White's goal disallowed. Let's have a look at it here. Looks fine there. Where's the foot?
Thank you, Mariana.
Well, from that angle, no reason not to give it. There was a little push off the ball. I think the goal's been disallowed for.
Except the umpire called for a foot, so.
Yeah, it looked like a foot from, that's what she was signalling. Well, I think they're unlucky there, England.
Yeah, but again, very committed, and always found that with England, they're diving in on the post there, and that's where they got a lot of their goals, especially Alex Danson would. You know, they're so brave in there, which really stands to them. Here come Korea again in the circle.
Well, England back with 3 or 4 white shirts behind it. The danger's not away yet. Reverse stick shot this time comes up the stick of Holly Webb, and that looked painful. Webb of Surbiton back to her feet. Yeah, she really clocked that one.
Yeah, lucky she was pretty close to her. The closer you get on a reverse stick shot, the better, because the less likely you're going to get hit in the face or up your body. It's not as sore as as it would be, but yeah, she did well there.
Loads of room here again for Korea. That's better from England. A bit more hassle in the midfield, but great turn of pace again from Hahn.
Yeah, they seem to be finding that right back a lot, whether it's a long hit or overhead. Korea. So maybe they need to change that and block her out.
I've been impressed with Hai Leung Han. Wears number 9 for Korea. Over 100 caps for her in the Korean red shirt. 6 minutes remaining in the first half. England trail by 2-0. Here comes Han again through the midfield. Just so confident carrying the ball. This is Lee now. And as you'd expect, Korea just looking to maintain possession. It's like a training game. They're over to O now on the left-hand side, and they can do this all afternoon if they want. England have to put some sort of pressure on. Maybe choosing to save something in the tank for the second half. Now they go.
I think in England we're trying to be patient there, let Korea make a mistake.
Well, it's good scrapping from Unsworth to get the ball back. Here she is again on the ball. Now it's Ball. This is where their last chance came from. Exactly the same combo of Ball and Danson, who have played together for years, part of the bronze medal winning side.
You always get a feeling something's going to happen when those two get on the ball together.
Unsworth to take the free hit. Has to travel 5 before going into the D. It does. That one touch from Twig took it goal bound, but no one there in front of goal. Coach there just having a word with Susanna Townsend. See if she can come on and have some sort of impact in this game. England need to get at least 2 goals back here to get something from this game. Kate Richardson-Walsh. Back to Webb. Crossfield to Walton.
I think they need to start doing that, using the centre mids a bit, making Korea collapse and then go out, because at the moment they're just trying to go out too quickly. But this is better now. They're moving Korea, means the gaps will open up.
Yeah, you can see that Korean front line just looking over their shoulders as well, and a great route one ball through, which finds Bray. Danson now with a chance to get the shot off, beats the keeper, and there's one back. Alex Danson gets one back for England. England 1, Korea 2. Great ball, great patience from England at the back. The build-up was perfect. The ball through to Bray was a beauty. There it was, route one ball. Then it found Danson, and there was the finish inside the keeper. Great, calm, composed finish. Belts that one, hits the backboard, and England have one back.
I don't think there was any stopping that shot from Alex Danson. Team goal really, but great individual skills by her. A little lift over the stick, which is pretty difficult to do, especially at pace, and then a cracking shot.
And a great time to score as well, just before half-time. Just over 3 minutes to go until the half, when the players can get a much-needed break, a rest. Baking hot here, the sun getting higher and higher in the sky. Fast approaching 10 o'clock local time. Still time to snatch another one back as well here, England. Let's have another look there at the strength of Helen Richardson-Walsh. Gets the free hit. Good to have her back in the side as well. She was out with an injury for round 3, the semi-finals in London. Did some commentary work with her there.
Yeah, it's great to have her back. I'm sure that will give them a lot of confidence as well.
Turnout from Townsend.
Thank you.
England with the free hit in the right half. Kate Richardson-Walsh now. Confirmation there of that green card for Korea as well. So down to 10 players for this remaining 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah, so England maybe a bit of a power play here. Might try and get a 3rd goal before half-time, which would be really good for them going into the second half.
Yeah, England denied that first goal by Nick White. Could easily be level pegging at 2 apiece going in at half-time. As it stands, they trail by a goal. Final moments moments of this first half. Thoughts on the first half of what you've seen, Nikki?
I think both teams struggling a little bit with the heat. I think it's probably trying to get used to it. But yeah, Korea, I think, have been a bit more patient. They've had more passes, they've been more composed on the ball. I think England have tried route one too much. When they didn't do it, they scored. So I think they need to maybe have a look at that.
I'm sure that's exactly the sort of feedback Jason Lee will be giving the England girls as well at half-time in the changing rooms. The side need to come out guns blazing in the second half. Slapped out wide to Walton. Again, England have looked good coming down this left channel. Just got to stay patient there and not give the ball away. Tried to thread through the magic wonder pass.
Yeah, I think Sally took a little bit long on the ball there. I think maybe she could have passed it a bit sooner and it would have been away, but they're just taking it a little bit long on the ball.
A few more gaps here though. Here's Townsend. Now Twig. We start from Gilbert, goes herself. Brought it back inside Hahn, but couldn't get the free hit. Good defensive work there from Webb. Clumsy tackle came in from Chion. That's a good ball through to Gilbert. First touch just took it away from her though. Korea inviting England forward, saying come and get it. There is the hooter for half-time. Well, we saw some goals in the first half. Korea that opened up the scoring and lead at half-time. It's Korea 2, England 1. So both sides going in for a well-deserved breather. Korea certainly starting this tournament the quicker of the two sides. Team ranked 8th in the world are one up here against England, but still a long way to go. A full 35 minutes of the second half to play. Goals from Ki-Ju Park to get the party started for Korea. A second added by Seung A Park to make it Korea 2, England 0. England disallowed a goal. Nick White's goal disallowed, but Alex Danson did get one back for England just before the end of the half. So at half-time, it's England 1, Korea 2. Welcome back then to day one of the Hockey World League Finals 2013. First game of the match is England versus Korea. Korea lead here at half-time by 2-1. Goals from Ki-ju Park and Seung-ae Park for Korea, putting them 2-0 up. And Danson bringing one back on 32 minutes for England. That's the score at half-time. A full second half of action to look forward to. A reminder there, you can follow us on Twitter at FIH_hockey, hashtag HWL, if you want to add any comments. We've also got a Facebook page there as well for you, facebook.com/FIHockey. Let's have a look then at some of the highlights from the first half. 3 penalty corners in the first half, just the one for Korea, and they scored from it. This goal coming after 70 minutes, tapped in by the injector Ki-ju Park. It was a well-worked corner, across the face of goal there. One touch, getting it past Maddie Hinch, and Korea taking the lead. They added to that 3 minutes later. Seung-ae Park adding a second. A little touch there, just in front of Hinch, to make it Korea 2, England 0. There was the shot from Danson, which was unstoppable. It was a good team effort to get the ball up to her into the attacking 23-metre zone, then into the D. No mistake about the finish. England getting one back just before half-time on 32 minutes. There's a look too at some of the other stats. So we know Korea up goals-wise. Shots fairly even. Penetrations, Korea had more of those in the first half. And converting just one penalty corner. Few cards out there in that first half, few clumsy tackles going in. England getting 2 green cards, Korea just the 1. Water going on the pitches here. Early morning in Tucumán in Argentina. But a good crowd out for it as well, and the crowd's going to build throughout the day with plenty more hockey to look forward to. Netherlands and Germany are in action after this. Both those sides in Pool A alongside England and Korea. And in the other pool, the hosts Argentina, New Zealand, Australia and China. They'll all play later. Argentina have the late game of the day. Doesn't start till 9 p.m. here local time. Little siesta at lunchtime for us and for the fans, but at the moment they're in good spirit. The music's blaring out and they're looking forward to seeing the Lionesses in action later. They'll get the concluding part of this game first, though, where England trail to Korea by 2-1. So water cannons doing their job. Locals here soaking up the sun. I can tell you it is boiling hot out there. Not too much safety from the sun as well in this purpose-built stand in San Miguel de Tucumán. £2 million worth of money gone into this. Helen Richardson-Walsh there and Georgie Twigg head out for the second half. Alex Danson there at the back of the shot, scoring on 32 minutes to get England back into this game, but they still trail. They're the first team out. They'll be playing from right to left in this second half, in the white tops and blue skirts. Korea away to our left-hand side in the all-red kit, leading England by 2-1. They started the stronger of the two sides, and they'll look to pick up where they left off. Can only speculate what Jason Lee had to say to his players at half-time. They need to keep possession, England, if they're going to get back into this game. Korea certainly playing the better of the hockey in that first half. Nicky Simmons still alongside me here in the commentary box for this game. Just a recap on that first half and your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I think what happened with Korea was they seemed to high press England straight away. Maybe it was a tactic to try and make them a bit nervous, because then they pull back. And yeah, I think it seemed to work for them very well. England were making the mistakes, but coming towards the end of the game, I think, or the first half, sorry, England were really putting it together again. They were passing, they had the chance, and Alex Danson scored. So be interesting to see who starts better in the second half.
Well, let's find out. Helen Richardson-Walsh over the ball and ready to get things underway in the second half. Thumbs up from the umpires, they're ready to go. Game on. England versus Korea, second half. England trail by 2-1. Got it all to do here in the second half. They've got a very tough group, England. Germany and the Netherlands, who play straight after this, also in their group. Good fast start though. McLeod just tops that one in. Found its way in toward Owsley. And you'd expect England to press high in this second half. Nothing to lose by sitting back. They've got to go after this game a little.
Yeah, I think so. It seems like that they're pressing with two forwards there. You can see the two forwards are lining up closer and one behind them. So, yeah, trying to put a bit more pressure on Korea.
Well, Korea able to get out of that press quite easily. Spin and turn as hand goes to ground. England with numbers around it, but Korea scrapped for the ball back. Lee now around the back, tried to find Park. No danger, goes across the baseline. It'll be a 16-yard hit for England. So Korea took a 2-0 lead in the first half. Ki-Ju Park scoring from a penalty corner, then Seung-A Park scoring from open play 3 minutes later. Alex Danson clawing one back just before half-time on 32 minutes. That's where we are at the moment, having just started this second half.
You just saw that there. Korea seemed to be letting it go out wide, and then two players are going in and putting pressure on the left and right back for England, which is making it very difficult for them.
Townsend first to the ball. Walton with a little sidestep. Gives away possession though. Kim now. Twig and Walton teaming up. Giving away the free hit in the process though. Bobbly pass for Ni Hyun Park to take down. Bit of a tough one, that.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly the nicest pass from her, making it difficult. It's always better to make it as easy as you can for the next player.
We're interested to see how this pitch was going to play. We had a little pitch inspection yesterday.
Well, you just wanted to play.
Yeah, I did, yeah. Yeah. Any excuse. But yeah, it seems to be playing fairly true in this first game so far.
Yeah,
it hasn't been too bobbly.
I actually expected it to be much more bobbly, but considering when we watched the ball run across the pitch, it was just bobbling the whole way. It seems to be okay. Not too bad.
Ball now for England. Into the D, looking for a foot, and gets it. Penalty corner for England. First of the half, third of the game. She looked comfortable there, didn't she?
Yeah, very comfortable on the ball. The Korean player probably could have been a bit lower. Maybe she, yeah, look, her stick was very high, and it was an obvious choice for the England forward to do. Just
pulled it back, popped it onto the foot of Ki-Ju Park, who scored the opening goal for Korea. And England have a chance to level things here.
Yeah, they'll be disappointed with that, I'd say, the coach, because it's poor defending.
So ball's at the injection spot. Walton to stop it. Kate Richardson-Walsh at the head of the D. Leaves it this time, straight hit. Comes in from Webb. Scrappy there, here's a chance. Yeah, there's an equaliser. England 2, Korea 2. They scrap for it.
Perfect start for England.
Ideal, let's have another look at it here. Ball came in, straight hit this time from Webb. Squeezed under the body from Owsley. Great finish there on the turn.
Super finish, back to goal, and just she knew where the goal was, which is great for a forward to do. Very good by the umpire as well. She let it play on because there was a huge stick tackle. I'm sure you heard it as well. She let it play on and ended in a goal.
Just the start England wanted for this second half. Lily Owsley adding a second for England and bringing things level. England 2, Korea 2. Bit more space out there now as well. The game's starting to stretch a little. Interception at the back from Kwek. Walton now. A little bit of miscommunication there from Danson and McLeod. sort of mid-substitution.
Yeah.
Danson's after it now, though. Little lift over her stick to Park. Helen Richardson-Walsh battling for it back. His ball. Walton steps forward. No doubt about that one. Takes it out into touch. This is Park. Hasn't looked too dangerous in the first half, but weaving a magic here in the second and into the D. Looks to cut back. And Webb back there to cover.
She's looking for a foot there for a penalty corner, but luckily for England that she didn't get it.
Ball not doing too much of the work here at the moment. Players opting to run it again. Here's Quek now on the right-hand side. England come forward down there. Good step forward from the Korean midfield. A sharp blow of the whistle and takes the quick free hit. Here is Park. 3 players to get past. England just keeping their composure, and Townsend coming away from it only as far as the 23-metre line, though. Korea coming forward again, and once again Townsend clearing things up. Kate Richardson-Walsh now out to Quek. Thump forward, and Townsend just not able to pick that ball up. That was a good chance.
Yeah, it almost would have had her through, and with Danson there with her, it would have been good. 3 on 2.
Lily Owsley goes high this time. Alongside her up front is Alex Danson at the moment. England decide to step as a collective, but Korea get out of that press.
It's always a bit risky if you go alone like that, like Danson there, and if you get beaten, then the space opens up, so you have to be very careful.
There's an example, really, of just how slow the ball travels cross-field. That wasn't a slow or sloppy pass from Sally Walton, but it just doesn't have too much gas on it, does this pitch?
No, and I think that's why it's probably a little bit scrappy, because people are trying to run with it a little bit more instead of passing, because it's risky.
Good from England. Pressing Korea back in that left corner, which is always one of the toughest to get out of. Just explain to us why teams decide to press other teams when they're down in their left-hand corner.
Well, especially on the left-hand side, it's much more difficult to get out. It's on your wrong side, as you call it, on your left side. So, although a lot of people are getting better at hitting on the reverse up the line, it's still a bit risky. So yeah, you would definitely press in the corners on the left, and yeah, try and put a bit of pressure, especially on the left back and the left midfield. Yeah, compared to the right, I suppose it's easier to get out.
And I guess as an attacking side, like you say, everything's coming onto your open stick, so it's easier to pick off those passes.
Yeah, much easier to step in and receive that pass on your open side than on your reverse.
That was some calm defending from Cho at the back there for Korea, who just weaved away from the 2 attacking England players. But England have the ball back on the halfway now with McLeod.
There's some extremely skillful players on the Korean team, so we need to watch out for them.
Here's Walton. Finds Danson. Turns strong, and there's acres of room over here for Quek. Changing the angle, gets the ball in, looking for the deflection, and it's come up off the foot this time of Cho. England will have another penalty corner.
It's really good play by England.
That change of angle did the damage. Then Quek's ball comes in, takes a little deflection there onto the defender's foot.
Yeah, definitely. They seem to have the whole of Korean defence over to one side, and then they just changed the other side. There was so much space.
She needs to get something on it as well, because Bray was just behind her, lurking and looking for that deflection. So a conversion rate of 1 from 3 so far for England. Can they make it 2 from 4? Same setup this time. Unsworth will stop. Kate Richardson-Walsh at the head of the D. Webb there as well. It's Richardson-Walsh this time with the flick. It goes wide. England unable to get anything on that.
Korea tried to make a quick start there, but it didn't quite work, and defenders in the way. Luckily for Korea to hit an England foot.
Here it comes, the injection. We'll have another look at it here as a chance, though, in the meantime, from Danson, who had the ball taken away from him, but earns a penalty stroke. Well, Korea giving up possession cheaply and have been punished for it. Good reactions from the England girls. And they've earned a penalty stroke, which it looks like Danson is going to stay behind and take. Just some chat going on out there as to who's going to take it. No, Twig's going over. Georgie Twig is trotting over to take the stroke, and a chance for England to take the lead for the first time in this game. Where's she going to go? What do you reckon?
Low, I think.
Okay, low right or low left?
Low left.
Okay. Place your bets now. Georgie Twig against Sin Hai Lee to take the lead. Twig over the ball and slots that one home. Crunches against the backboard, and England lead by 3-2.
I think that was low left.
Good call from you.
It's always better to go low on a penalty stroke.
And that's exactly what Georgie Twig did. And England have the lead. It's taken a while coming, but they're just starting to find their rhythm now. England, a much better second half, much more
absolutely.
convincing.
It's always hard in the first game of the tournament to, you know, get everything right, and but it seems to be coming together now.
Here's why the stroke came about. It was that loose challenge from Cho, which gave the stroke away. And here's again another chance, this time Cha having to slap it away for a sideline hit. Korea on the back foot here. Ball's gone down, taking that in the face. Earning the free hit though. Comes back to the dotted line, has to travel 5. Ball in a bit of a rush to get the ball back.
It's interesting how Korea gave that stroke away, because you know, they tried to pass quickly, it was stopped, and then they tried again, and they should have just taken their time.
Well, England not holding back here as well, keeping that full press going and looking to extend their lead now. Oh, that ball has gone up and into Unsworth. Umpire will want to stop the clock here.
Yeah, looks swear.
Just into the midriff. Thought that had gone up into her face for a second. Here's another look at Danson's effort. And here's Georgie Twig's conversion. Keeper gone the wrong way. And Twig giving England the lead. Both teams with their referrals still intact. That green dot next to their name in the top left-hand side of your screen. So they can use the video umpire at any stage during this game. Kate Richardson-Walsh didn't look too comfortable on the ball there. Kwek, however, looking strong. Lifted into the Korean player by Kwek, so Korea have it back. And just need to get this ball speed back up. What are England doing differently in this second half that they weren't doing in the first half? Because Korea don't look as comfortable as they were in that first half.
No, I think they've changed their press a little bit. They're going with one or two forwards rather than one. They were kind of using just one in the first half, so I think they're putting a bit more pressure on the Korean defense. They're also using their midfield a bit better when they have the ball, so it seems to be working a lot better.
2 goals in the second half for England. Bring the score back up in their favour. They lead by 3-2 in this opening game of the Hockey World League Finals. Tucumán in Argentina the next week or so. Tournament concluding next Sunday with the finals. Foul there on Ansley.
It's very good defence by Ansley, because, you know, as you know, it can be known goals here. So when a ball comes hard into the circle, you have to be very confident you're going to stop that.
Yeah, something we're finding out about in our domestic game back home in England, playing at Richmond Hockey Club.
How many goals is it now?
It's about 7 own goals we've conceded. Chap called Chris Burgess leading the way with 3 own goals.
And that's the reason you're bottom of the league, yeah?
That's right. Yeah. It's going to be a green card shown there for the Korean number 6, Yoon-ji Cho. England taking the free hit quickly. Tansen now onto the reverse stick. Player was committed. Oh, an easy walking goal, and a second for Lily Owsley. Oh, Korea in bits out there, but England lead by 4 goals to 2. Here's where it all fell apart. It was Townsend's run, saw the player went down, still got the reverse stick hit in.
Yeah, it was very good skill by Susie Townsend there. She committed the defender by putting her stick up, looking like she was going to hit it. The defender committed, she rounded her and had a much easier pass. And even if you go back to the overhead, it was nice and flat. It wasn't too high, and it seems to be the thing in the game at the moment.
For a foot in the circle.
Well, Korea using
Korea are looking for an
video
English
umpire.
foot in the circle. Correct. Okay, I'll take a look.
So we'll go up to the video umpire, Carol Metchett of Ireland.
Yes, okay.
Just finding out if there was a foot in the circle before that ball was tapped in by Lily Owsley, 18-year-old
looking for an English
from
foot in
University of
the circle.
Birmingham.
Yes, that's correct.
Will her goal stand? Let's find out. Umpires just talking to each other at the moment. We can have another look at the slow-mo in the meantime. There's the reverse stick, no foot there, but is it dragged onto a foot there? I guess that's where we're looking. No doubt about the finish. So we'll have a look from various angles. Was there a foot there?
It looks like that. Who's that there?
Nick White.
Nick White, it looks like it might have touched her foot, but it's hard to see at this angle.
Yeah, it was. That second angle was definitely a better angle to see it. Happens quite quickly there, obstructed by the Korean defender there, the number 15, Hyo Ju-an. We're just seeing whether there was a foot from Nick White just there, if anywhere, but again, inconclusive from that angle. Does it take a deflection?
Ariana, I have a decision.
Umpires have seen it from various different angles.
No reason to change your decision. Goal. Okay?
So you heard it here first.
Korea lose their referral.
The goal will stand. Korea will lose their referral. No England foot inside the attacking D.
It was close to Nick White's foot, but I don't, the ball didn't change direction, so yeah, good decision.
Well, that's never a good sign. Sini Cha getting carted off by her physio.
Interesting way on a piggyback.
Yeah, she was the girl that went down. Yeah, I've never seen player. Normally they get a stretcher, but piggyback, the new way to be taken off the pitch. So the goal stands. Lily Owsley getting a second for England on the day, and it's 4-2 now.
She's still being carried there, so hopefully it's not too bad for her.
Yeah, Korea have really struggled in this second half.
Yeah, and almost maybe they came out too fired up, and you know they were really into it and went ahead. And sometimes that happens. You go ahead and you think you're okay, and then two goals isn't always the best score either, because one back and they're back in the game.
Well, this is good from England because it's real. They're not holding anything back. Twigg goes again. She scored England's third from the P spot. Yeah, it's relentless, which is good to see. They've got to keep pushing. Not the best ball in from Owsley. England pressing high though. They've got 5-6 shirts. Looks like a mini training game down there in the corner. Twigg comes away with it. Fancied her chances against Park, but has it picked off.
They need to be careful though if they don't overcommit too many players there, because Korea is so quick that if they get it out, they could be in trouble.
No.
Nick White now takes her time, goes down the right. Ball played on, and shot came in, but it was deflected wide. All sorts going on there in front of Sin Hyu Lee. That ball in first time from White was a good one. Shot was on target, took a little deflection from Owsley again, looking to get her hat-trick, the young 18-year-old. Great addition to this England side.
Yeah, we were talking about this yesterday, how the young players don't have so much going on in their heads. They just go and play well, and they, you know, they try really to do everything, which is great. It's great to see.
It really is a game like that, isn't it? You can't overthink it. You've just got to keep it simple. If you get inside your own head, then all sorts start.
You're gone. Yeah, because it's so quick. I mean, you don't have time. But when you start thinking, your whole mind just goes.
Note to self, stop thinking.
Yes.
Danson, you'll have noted, took it above her shoulder there. Quick free hit, and I don't think the player was 5 there, but umpires letting that go. Unsworth now down the right-hand flank to Townsend. Cuts in, gets the free hit. Yeah, ball allowed to be played above shoulder height in this tournament, in the World League, which we think is a good addition. Good to bring that back, because so much confusion about defending players bringing the ball back below shoulder height. I mean,
yeah, it does make it a little bit easier, and I'm sure for the umpires as well. I'm sure there's opposition though against it being dangerous still, but I mean, at this level, I don't think so. I think it's good.
Well, I think that's Richardson-Walsh that's gone down there. This reverse stick comes in. She gets a little jab in
Her toe.
on Park, but takes it full on. Into the ankle or the foot. Just need to run this one off. Yeah, that'll do the trick.
Brave hockey players. You wouldn't see that in football.
It's crazy, isn't it? You know. Oh. 2 or 3 deflections there. The final touch came in from a Korean defender. Almost took it into the goal itself. Goes for a long corner. Korea looking nervous at the back. Well, something for Maddie Hinch to do. Good save from her early on in the first half. First strike on goal from Korea. She has conceded 2 today.
In fairness, I don't think she could have done much for the other ones. I think defending-wise, it probably was more.
Chance here for Danson. Rounds the keeper. Swept off the line by Han. That ball was going goal-bound, and the locals here really appreciate hockey skills and the defensive work put in there from Hyun Leung Han.
Last-ditch defending, I think, there, but she did really well to keep the ball out of the goal, especially with Danson coming, trying to sneak it back from her.
Here's another look at it. Danson gets the reverse stick shot there, and Han having to watch it all the way to safety. Much better second half this from England.
Much better, and they seem to be really high pressing here and being very brave up there. We saw in the first half, Korea were finding it quite easy to come out of defence, but they're finding it very difficult at the moment.
Another chance into the attacking 23. A foot again from Townsend wins the free hit. Korea with 3 or 4 red shirts, not 5. Ball has to travel 5. Bit naive that from England.
Yeah, basic mistake there. You don't want to be doing too much of those.
Again, you see an example of the high press. Owsley and Danson not making it easy for Korea back there. McLeod now steps. Park with nowhere really to go. This is Anne now, little lift. And eventually they get some sort of breathing space here, Korea. Good skills. Seung-Ae Park, who scored Korea's second on 20 minutes, carving her way through the midfield.
Yeah, you see Korea trying to get out, they have to be risky. They have to pass it over the sticks of the England players because they're just there all the time, which is difficult.
Kiju Park, free hit for her. Gets it in. Little deflection there from McLeod. Walton doesn't want to do anything too silly here. Spots a gap, only as far as the central midfield though. More danger here, looks at a little deflection in front of Hinch. Park was there again, but Hinch keeping her cool. Again, so dangerous when a ball comes in like that. That could have come off anyone.
Yeah, it can come off anyone. That's absolutely the danger of it. And being a defender, you have to be so sure you're going to stop that ball.
Well, yeah, Maddie Hinch doing very well there. Two Korean players surrounding her. We've got a strong foot behind it and cleared it away. Ansley now takes it off into touch. And she's going to get a yellow card there for hitting the ball away. That's a bit harsh in my opinion.
A little bit harsh, I think.
Don't think there was too much intention there, was there?
Not at all.
There'll be a 16, went across the face of goal. Ignore that there, that's not Kate Richardson-Walsh. Giselle Ansley, the number 18 for England. A little bit frustrated, I think, to be shown the yellow card there, but she'll do 5 minutes at least in the sin bin as Helen Richardson-Walsh does make some sort of progress upfield. She'll have the free hit just outside the 23-metre line.
What's interesting with England is it's great their defenders are able to play in all different positions. You see Kate now on the left and Sally's moved to the right, so it's interesting if you watch those sort of things while you're watching at home.
Ball quick to pounce on it. McLeod now. Player goes to the ground, it'll be a penalty corner. McLeod always looked in control there. Gives her opposite number a quick pack on the back and says thanks very much.
Yeah, I'll have that corner, thanks.
Yeah. Here's how it came about again. McLeod seeing the player go to ground. It was Seung-Ae Park that came sliding in, making contact there as well, and no hesitation, clear penalty corner.
That was a bit of a rush of blood to the head, I think, from the defender. It's not very clever to be doing that in the circle, especially.
Penalty corner number 5 of the game for England. Ball over the top of it with Helen Richardson-Walsh and Kate Richardson-Walsh at the head of the D. It's going to be Kate that takes it. A low save to the keeper's left. Not the tallest of keepers, Lee, so a comfortable height for her. Low into her left-hand side.
Yeah, I think Kate needs to maybe bring it down a little bit lower again.
Ball looking for the reverse stick finish. England hassling here. Third-party obstruction, though. And Helen Richardson-Walsh is quite adamant there that something else happened. Let's listen.
Yeah. I know, sorry. So the question? It hit their foot first before the obstruction. Carol, did you get that? Amy, you're looking for a Korea foot. That's correct. Okay, I'll take a look. Okay.
So here's where the game has evolved. Use of video umpire, the umpires conferring, the team allowed to ask one question, which came from Helen Richardson-Walsh there, which was there a Korean foot here before the third-party obstruction? Keep your eyes peeled. There's Danson with the ball. But was the third party beforehand? That was the reverse stick shot from Ball. Took a deflection here. Fine there. Onto the foot, yep. I think she's got a point.
Amy,
onto the foot of the number 15, Hyu Ju-an.
The Korean foot, they award corner. England keep the referral. Okay, penalty corner, England keeps the referral. Okay.
And that's the voice of Carol Metchit of Ireland, the video umpire, conveying down there to the two pitch side umpires, Amy Hassick and Mariana Redo, that there was indeed a foot inside the D. So England get a follow-up penalty corner.
Yeah,
it's good when the system works well like that.
Yeah, it does, and it's interesting. to know how, like, you have to ask pretty quickly, and you have to have someone who's very sure. So you may have a rule in your team that if it was you, you know, you ask. You have to be very sure though, because obviously you lose it if you don't get it right. But in this case, Helen was absolutely right to do it.
Yeah, she's pretty adamant from the start, wasn't she, that there was a foot there. She was obviously in the best place out of all of us.
Yeah.
So Holly Webb this time at the head of the D. Looks like it might be a straight strike this time. Two castles at the head of the D. Helen Richardson-Walsh and Laura Unsworth. Goes Unsworth's way though, and Walsh with a ball towards Danson on the P spot, looking for that deflection in front of the keeper. Looks
This is
as
where
though,
Korea are dangerous.
yeah, absolutely, on the counter-attack, and here they come.
Nothing. Yeah, okay.
Not throwing too many players forward, are they, Korea? They're only 4 forward at the moment. There's just over 11 minutes left to play, maybe saving something for the last 5-7 minutes or so. And
Yeah, they maybe, I'm not sure. Yeah, they seem to have quite a lot of defenders back there, and it means there's gaps for England, but I don't know. It's interesting.
they're not going to have given up the ghost here, are they, Korea? They must still feel that they can get something out of this game, or will they save their energies for later on in the tournament?
Yeah, it depends. Like, it depends on what way the team look at these group stages, because everybody gets through so to the quarterfinals. So it's actually, yeah, it's good to look at it and see what the different mindsets of the teams are. You know, as I said, everybody gets to a quarterfinal, so, but it's better to win your group, because then you're going to get the bottom of the other group. So, although here there's top 8 teams in the world, so it doesn't really matter who you play, it's going to be difficult.
Every single game is going to be tough for every single team out there, and particularly in these hot, humid conditions as well. England up by 4-2 here, though, if you're just joining us. Final 10 minutes of the second half. First game of the tournament, first game of the Hockey World League finals. The inaugural tournament as well. So it'll be the first time any of these teams will be picking up silverware. Got about 8 days of play to go before we get to that stage. Pool stages, as Nikki mentioned, underway.
Nothing.
There's ball now for England onto the reverse stick. And Owsley gives chase. Can she keep it in? Yes, she can. 2 goals already for her. Looking for a hat-trick. Oh, great work with some good cover tackling as well from the Korean defence, but a good bit of individual skill there from Lily Owsley.
Absolutely, and the will to go and get that ball as well. I know it's the first game, but like, just, you know, seeing that, especially from a younger player, is great. As I said already, she's not thinking as much, she's just going for it, which is brilliant to see.
Yeah, great turn of pace, really impressed with that. Hope for more of that in the tournament as well. Penalty corner for that aggressive, choppy tackle that came in and wiped Helen Richardson-Walsh's stick away from her. Here's another look at that from a slightly different angle. It's deliberately taken across the baseline. So not only making stick contact, but there was no intention there of the ball going anywhere other than across the baseline. So penalty corner given. Well, a full choice of attackers at the head of the D. Kate Richardson-Walsh, Laura Unsworth and Holly Webb line up side by side. What are we going to see here? England running through their options. Early break from Young-Sil Lee, who will go to the halfway line now. And that means that Korea reduced to 3 defenders and a goalkeeper, so a player down defensively.
Yeah, take a look at how they run out. It's good to look and see which way different teams do it.
Advantage England. Can they extend their lead here? Kate Richardson-Walsh with a flick, low to the keeper's right. And Kate Richardson-Walsh makes it 5 for England. It's England 5, Korea 2. Super finish. Right on target, right in the corner. Perfection. Well, that's got to be curtains for Korea. Job done as far as England are concerned. 7.5 minutes left to play. And they haven't even looked in any danger here in the second half, really, England. Completely different team to the one that played in the first half and that trailed 2-0 at some stage. Queck with a little mistake at the back, though. And onto the foot there of Twig. England very, very lucky not to have conceded a goal there. Instead, they have conceded a penalty corner.
Again, there's the danger of Korea. They just hit straight back at you. They're quick in counter-attack.
There's a look at the slow-mo replay and onto the foot of Georgie Twig. So we get the heart of the action once again. Having converted from the P spot to give England the lead to make it 3-2. On the back foot though here now, England. Second penalty corner they've conceded in this game and in the tournament. 6.5 minutes left on the clock. There'll be one last effort here. Chion at the head of the D will take the flick low into Hinch's right. And some good defending there. Unsworth getting in amongst it, Queck getting in amongst it, and England coming away with the ball, but only as far as the 23. Nick White this time chasing back. Free hit to be retaken by Char on the 23-meter line. Some good solid defending there from that corner for England. Reverse stick shot is going to come in, and bodies on the line. Again, Twig throwing herself at it. Another penalty corner conceded, but England keeping this ball out.
Wow, yeah, very brave by the England defenders, even in the corner before that as well. And that's what you need to be in the circle. It's, you know, as said already, there's players diving in, there's balls coming in left, like the balls just coming flying in as well. But yeah, like you said, you've got to put your body on the line.
And there you hear it. I'm not sure if you heard the pitch side mic, bodies on the line yet. Those words coming from inside the England goal, where the England defence line up alongside Maddie Hinch. They have conceded their third penalty corner now. Can they keep it out? Little slip option this time, and Owsley this time getting a stick to it to take it for a long corner.
Again, good defending by England. They chose the 3-1.
And just expand on that for those guys new to hockey in the 3-1 that they ran from the penalty corner.
So, they ran a 3-1, so 3 players ran on the right side.
And Townsend driving forward in the meantime. Tackle was a good one. Gets something off and look to pull it back. Across the face of D, Sophie Bray was there on the P spot.
Get closer to the ball, son.
And then also Gilbert as well.
Sue Townsend is looking very lively as well today. She's had a great start to the tournament.
We can go back to the 3-1 and just trying to explain that for people new to hockey.
Yeah, so England ran a 3-1, so they ran with 3 players out to the right of the goal and 1 to the other side, and I think they may have read what Korea were doing, and it's very technical these days. People can read, sort of, you can read what the players are going to do, and you try and counteract that by running a certain way, and it worked very well with England there because Korea passed it to the left and they were all on that side.
Yeah, England getting a sniff of the slip to the left, and as you say, getting the better of their opposition. They've had the better all over the park in this second half. 4 goals in it for England in the second half. They've clawed their way back. The 2 down at one stage, then it went to 2-1, and now they lead by 5 goals to 2. 3.5 minutes left to play. As we said, you can follow the whole tournament on Facebook and on Twitter. And Nikki, you're on Twitter as well, aren't you, if anyone's got any questions?
Sure am.
At Nick Simmons?
Yes, at Nick Simmons, that's the one.
Nick spelled N-I-K and Simmons S-Y-M-M-O-N-S.
Only nice tweets though, please.
I'm sure there were lots of people back home sending you support on your first efforts in the commentary box, and have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, it's great. It's really exciting. Can't wait to keep going. There's lots of games to come, so I'm sure we'll be having great fun.
Yeah, plenty more hockey to look forward to side by side, but good to have you here.
Great to be here.
And a good start too for England. Kate Richardson-Walsh now. Yeah, England have looked dominant in this second half. Much more what we were expecting from them
Yeah, I don't know what Jason Lee said to him at half-time, but I'd like to know.
Well, we'll be able to catch up with him later. Been trying to corrupt him for a beer all day, but, well, not all day, but the couple of days they've been here. Great to have such access to the players, though, isn't it? I mean, around a tournament like this, and whether it be at the hotel or whether it be pitch side after a game, always accessible and happy to have a chat. And Ball gets the ball, keeps it in.
I think it went off there.
Just crossed over, yeah. Umpire just signalling that it did trickle across the baseline.
Yeah, as you said, it's great to see the players, and it's great to have a bit more access. I did some interviews yesterday, which was really exciting, and a big photo shoot for the FIH, which was brilliant for them. And I think we're trying to change the game and trying to get them out there.
And we're going to see some of those photos on the Facebook channel as well, I think, on the FIH.
I think they might be up already, so have a look.
Great. McLeod muscled off the ball, free hit for England just outside the D. Concluding thoughts on the game, Nikki, as well, with a minute just left to play?
I think England will be much happier with that second half. Yeah, I think there's still a lot to work on, but definitely happy with the second half. Korea are going to have to go back to the drawing board and figure out what happened, what went wrong. They were 2-0 up, and everything went wrong, so I'm sure there'll be a lot of meetings.
Yeah. Something else that's gone wrong, Korea have conceded another penalty corner. And this could be the icing on the cake. With just 1 minute left to play. Eliana Rado of Argentina awarding a penalty corner. England pushing everyone forward.
I'd like to see that replay now and see what
here it is. Have a look at it and talk us through it. Just a bit of shoulder.
Okay.
Wasn't the most aggressive of tackles, was it?
No, but I think probably through the game they've been a little bit aggressive, so that could be the problem.
All totting up. So penalty corner number 8 for England. Richardson Walsh again with a low flick, exactly where it went last time, a carbon copy of England's 5th. So a 6th goal for England, and England convincing winners here. It's going to be 6 goals to 2. There's that low flick from Richardson Walsh right into the corner, and there is the final whistle. So on the final whistle, England clinching a 6th goal, comfortable winners here against Korea in the end. Final score, England 6, Korea 2. Impressive stuff from England then.
Yeah, absolutely. Come back from 2-0 down, scrappy start. It must have been tough for them going in at half-time, but yeah, they came back so strong, and it's great to see some corners going in as well.
Well, there we go. First game under our belts here in Argentina. We've got Germany versus the Netherlands, our next game in Pool A, but we are underway, and England are underway in the best possible way with 6 goals on the board, smiles all round in the camp. Job done. Perfect start in Tuckerman for England. They've beaten Korea here by 6 goals to 2. Thanks for your company. And if you do want to see any of the highlights from this game, they're all on the way very shortly. But as far as England are concerned, it's a good day in the office. They can go back now, put their feet up, relax. Korea with it, all to do. Ranked 8th in the world, lost their first game, and games against Germany and the Netherlands still to come. That's the next game of the day in Pool A, Germany versus Netherlands. Then we'll see Argentina, New Zealand, Australia and China all in action later on in the early evening here in Argentina. Heading towards the quarter-final stages, so not the end of the world that Korea have lost this, but a perfect start for England. And Nikki, just tell us a little bit about that England performance and tell us the things that impressed you most about England out there today in this first game.
Well, I think if you can see the score, obviously, if you watch the game, they were 2-0 down. So to come back from that, I think, and also they were giving away possession. Korea were much more sprightly. It was difficult for them, but they got through that patch. And yeah, I think half-time maybe just came at a good time. Alex Danson scored, and they obviously had one disallowed as well. So they probably felt good coming into the second half and kept pushing on, and they changed their press a bit, and it really worked for them, and they ended up getting 6 goals.
Looks good, it reads well on the scoreboard, particularly when Korea went ahead through Kiju Park and Seung-ae Park, going ahead, as you said, making it 2-0. Alex Danson scoring one back on 32 minutes, but a completely different England side out there in the second half, and more of the England that we were expecting in this tournament as they're ranked 4th in the world.
Yeah, I think coming into the tournament we were expecting a bit more, but you know, it's always the same in the first game. It's always very difficult to get going. You know, you feel like you're not ready. It's a weird feeling. You know you've done all the work, but you just feel a bit uncomfortable before you start, because they've been here for a week and a bit, so it's hard. And yeah, so the first half is always difficult, and they came through that and got the really good win in the end.
Standout players for you in the England side?
I think Alex Danson played very well up front. And yeah, I mean, she's always working very hard. So, and great to get a goal. And I think Suzanne Townsend as well.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, she was very sprightly for me today, and yeah, so it was great.
Great. Well, the England team are all gathered out there in the centre of the pitch now. There's a long way still to go here. They've got 2 more pool games, tough games too, against the #1 side in the world, the Netherlands, and also Germany, who actually won and beat the Netherlands in their round of the semi-finals in Rotterdam back in the summer. So still a long way to go. The quarter-final stages later ahead in the week, but it's a good day in the office for England. First day was a good one, 6 goals on the board, and they'll be very happy out there. And Nikki, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
Your first commentary job done.
Yeah, it's great. Really exciting, and it's great to see so many goals. Doesn't matter who's playing. It's great to see some great hockey.
Okay, well, let's hope there's going to be plenty more goals throughout the tournament. Netherlands versus Germany is the next game of the day. We'll leave you with pictures of England celebrating there in the centre of the pitch here in Tucumán in Argentina. They've beaten Korea here by 6 goals to 2.